Here's to a life where the drinks keep flowing. Yeah! I've read almost every novel from Yae Publishing House. Pretty normal, right? Here's to a life where the drinks keep flowing and the Mora keeps rolling. Take me up!
Test. Ads. Viewer help own. Exclamation mark. Ad. Year viewer help won. Awards. At Icarus 9 yeah if you can see a dial. At Lilmonix___3 I can try. Check DM. $150K is good. No, it's not. It should be much higher than this. With the combo I am doing. How much? It should go 170K. And this is after melting every single hit. I did like dozens of attempts and this is best I got. What is your Zibai DPS? At Icarus 9 200K.
I've read almost every novel from Yai Publishing
On
House.
spreadsheet it's 170K. But my build is Anyways. You gonna give a account to Pavika. If he is free, show. Dud. You have to fill form. Like the one I have. Well. And there is 50 in queue. But 90% of them not on stream. Yeah, so we'll wait. I don't mind. I still have over 20 days. So your chance will come in 2 to 3 hours even if you queue. Since nobody comes lol. You can't. At Icarus 9, yeah, don't forget to sign up. I doubt he can do it. Oh wait, I think I have already. Question mark. I don't know what K I am in. Lol. Just ask him. He isn't live. Wait for it. Ye goes live around this time.
Hello there, Honorary Knight and the Helper in White.
It's so nice to meet you, Honorary Knight and Lady Paimon. Glenfidia, at your service.
With donuts it's
like you're in a good
110
mood, Hertha.
kbps.
And nice
Is the
to meet you,
stream audio
Glenfidia.
fine?
By the looks of things, you're about ready to open?
Indeed.
At Icarus 9,
Thanks to some
yes, is
help
it
from the
Twitch?
Angel's Share and the Cat's Tail, our drink stand is ready to go. Besides
No,
all the
it's Prism.
classics, we also mix
Uggs.
cocktails to order, and are currently offering a limited time delivery service.
Cocktails?
Yesterday I saw
Remember that time
Zajef
we
doing
served
the
as
same combo I
bartenders
was
at the
doing.
Angel Share? And recently you've also shown off your skills at the flagship in Nocrai.
And he
We
was
sure
testing
have
viewer
come a long
account skill
way, huh?
issue. You want me to show you how Twitch Ups is?
The only thing is, our current drink selection is quite traditional, and it stopped feeling fresh long before the expedition began. To offer everyone some more exciting choices, we're planning to revamp our menu.
His
But
viewer
I
was
need to
getting
get back
80
to handling
kbps with
resident
same
requests.
investment as yours,
And
R1
Glenfidia
man.
doesn't have much experience mixing drinks.
Plus he was missing
Plus,
every
we've got a
single
whole
melt.
bunch of outstanding delivery orders on hand. Honorary Knight, if you're free, could you maybe help us out for a
Maybe
while?
200
just
plus
until
ping.
my other squad gets back from the Stormbearer Mountains.
You'll be amply compensated, of course. Plus double pay
Zajef
for
simulated
overtime,
it by timing
depending on your
perfectly all
performance
melt
metrics.
miss.
Paimon's not sure what performance metrics are, but
And
he's
was
happy to
like,
help with
yeah, he was
deliveries.
missing all melts,
As
that's
the
why
best guide into
85k.
that. Paimon needs to keep up with the changing times. Besides, this'll give her the chance to explore the city and stay up to date with all the recent goings-on.
Working with you two is always such a breeze.
And then he
I'll do
accidentally
my best to
melted the
support
ult
Lady
instantly
Paimon
went
in any
above
way I can.
100k.
I'm very skilled when it comes to things like portioning out drinks.
All right. Well, if you're ready too, then let's get to work.
Man, it's insane though. Even with Sitlali can't melt easily. He did normal donuts and it was 120k DPS. 10k more than yours. He might as well do Mavuka Wave. And with combo 160 to 170k easily. So your build definitely isn't up to it. Because I did exactly what Zajeff did, took me quite a few attempts. So I doubt it's enough damage in the first place.
Oh my.
I am
It looks
still
like
thinking
Hertha
if
has
I
gone
should
back to
grind
her
for Linnea or
duties,
not.
And Glenfiddia is away somewhere too. Has our dear cutie taken complete charge of the drink stand? Wonderful. Now I can order without worrying about ending up with one of the logistics company's specials.
At
The type
Icarus
of
9
drink
no,
that keeps
because
you
you
awake
don't
all
have
night,
best DPS in
leaving you
game.
no choice but to pass the time working.
I can get in rerun, that's not an
That's
issue.
right. I'm just a carefree librarian now. If only there weren't so many people
Lol,
with
you
overdue
can't.
books, and I didn't have to go door
Never
to door to
coming.
get them back. I would have
I
dropped by to
always
chat
get
with you
support
sooner
before
and
DPS.
try out your delightful creations, of
I am
course.
skipping Nefer.
Let me think. I don't really have a favorite drink.
At Icarus 9
Just
so you
rustle me
wanna
up
break your
something
account
rejuvenating
again.
that'll lift my spirits. And if it could help me nod off to sleep later,
It won't.
that would be even better.
Lomer already bricked it. No. Just pull Nefer ATP, its best DPS for now. Lomer replaced Nahida. Since you are meta slave. Nefer has no future. She is not meta. At Icarus 9 like your skills home. At Icarus 9 she is dead. She will get worse than Kinich treatment. Kinich was meta for 4 months. At Icarus 9 no, because you are not looking. Got thrown off a cliff. She have 170k DPS. Raw DPS more than Skirk. So what? When Alice comes out, 170 will be nothing. At Icarus 9 he was never good to begin with, lol. At Icarus 9 yeah, that's 1 year into future Dumas. No. Yes. 7.0 mod check. What 1 year? Dud. It is this year. 6 months. 8 maybe. Yeah, 6 months. IDK. Eight will be proper Shesnaya. Still Nefer has been since 6.1. Alice will be starter of Shesnaya. And I need Nicole most probably. So 1 year meta is all anything last. At Icarus 9, but Nicole doesn't seem Alice DPS. Support. Or maybe she is. If Nicole has no future, I get Zibai team. I will get DPS first, then support. At Icarus 9, Nicole have no future. I have seen future. If Nicole is Virka locked, then skipping her. At Icarus 9, she is lol. We don't know for sure. But I know. Anyways, how is she Virka locked? Can she only buff an Nemo DPS? Like I was saying. Question mark. Get Nefer Bull Boom. Maybe not. Nah, not Nefer. You don't have her weapon. Dawning Frost. Nope, I don't. Yeah, then skip. I mean the 4 asterisk gacha weapon. I thought you had it. $55 Candleus 1. If I get Nefer, I have to skip Skirk signature. No, I don't have Dawning Frost. At Icarus 9, Skirk have no future. Skirk has future is second DPS burst mode. Your Skirk does 80k DPS. I tested and I was like WTF. $80k DPS with Esco. Either your build is bricked or Skirk is ass. You should test yourself, maybe the support were on wrong set. I'll do it after I finish this event. This event 2 hours long. Question mark. Ain't finishing anytime soon lol. Making drinks for 2 hours.
Here's a snow-kissed dawn. I hope you like
Yesterday
it.
Scary was crying 2 hours
It's
while making
delicious,
drinks.
cutie. Pleasantly tart, sweet, but not cloying, smooth on the palate, with a refreshing aftertaste. If
It's
anything,
fun,
though,
Casey and
I
Scary
seem
cry.
to be feeling a little more energetic than I'd like. Perhaps you've
Not your
unwittingly
turn to cry.
unraveled Glenfiddia's secret and concocted an even more effective pick-me-up? Don't worry, there's no rush. Your eyes are aglow with curiosity.
I
As though you
kinda
have
like
many
this
more
though.
questions to ask. Let's chat for a while. Take your
Very
time.
weekend vibe.
Inspiration will come soon enough.
Yes, it's 2 hours if even read dialogue once every 10 seconds.
Since you're
At
asking,
Icarus 9,
it's
yeah,
been a
let's
bit of
see
an
if you say
unusual
that after
day.
it ends.
There's a chef, fresh out of training in Fontaine, who's recently taken up a position at the Goth Grand Hotel. She borrowed our most valuable book, the Mondstadt Millennial Compendium of Desserts. Apparently, she plans to use dessert-making techniques to improve the
2
taste
hours
of
if you
various
read,
savory
mark
dishes.
my words.
Something about reducing their greasiness. Indeed. And judging by the results, she rather overdid it with the caramel sauce. What should have been fragrant meat slices ended up tasting nauseatingly sweet.
Yeah, whatever, I don't
Caramel
mind.
sauce is such a fantastic ingredient, you know? It never fails to please when added to
Ads.
drinks. Sometimes
AIDS.
I even add a spoonful to my
I
afternoon
stream
tea.
from phone, I can do other
Improving
things.
food, I suppose,
AI
isn't
AIDS.
always about being as creative as possible.
At Icarus 9, surely. Insane. Anyways. By the way, Scary pulled Flynn's yesterday. Fraud. Account bricked again. Lomer no nefer. Flynn's no nefer. He has 2 useless characters, Ryu and Flynn's. And Zibai. At Icarus 9, true. Zibai isn't useless though. Lomer also useless, no cap. I mean Zibai don't have Bina anymore. Lomer is best Dendro in game. Because 2 DPS. And I know is CO. Not C6 I mean. So bricked. At Icarus 9, name me 3 good Dendro character lol. Can't use Furina. At Icarus 9, no. At Lilmonix ____ 3 there is only one, Lomer. Good luck with HOD passive when Dux fucks you. At Icarus 9 exactly in Nefer is 0 ohm.
Lately? Is that because you think that not bad at all back in my
Also
student
next
days?
up is
To
looking like
paraphrase a
AIDS.
I'm sure you remember, a few years ago,
The
when
fat
we were
Surian is
adventuring
back.
together, you found
Oh
me
God.
that sweet-tasting alchemical ingredient. Well, my tastes haven't changed a bit since then.
Fat Saurian. The Fatso Saurian from Natlan. Oh. The rabbit. Yuma sword. That's he dies to 3 Mavuka rotation lol. Yumka sure whatever. At Icarus 9 yeah more HP now lol. Yumka sure haha.
Surely you're not my investigation. On my way back, I ran into Emmetall out on patrol. She'd encountered some monsters she didn't know how to deal with, and in her desperation, asked for my help. I accompanied her on a detour to Wolvendem to teach some raving hounds a lesson. It's been a while since I've had such an invigorating workout.
$12 to 1 first half is Mex and PMA. Then second half is Dendro fighting humans from Nutland since Jaskariyun.
Oh, this? A large Jean asked me to visit some of their families to try and get a better understanding of what new ingredients might satisfy our knights' changing preferences.
Dendro can each animal. 12 to 2 first Yumkasor.
Well, based on what I got in their letters, many of them mention that they rely on cocoa to keep themselves energized. I've tried hot cocoa myself.
At Icarus 9 that's Yumkasor.
I find it just as effective
TBH.
as coffee when it comes to staying alert.
And second half of 12 to 2 is scary. Abyss is not hard. $700k not try fatly for stall.
As expected.
Then 5.12 mil HP local legend grandma. This scares me. The grandma local legend is crazy. Man WTF is a firewater. She one-shots. What grandma? At Icarus 9 it's firewater. At Icarus 9 not cry local legend. She fucks you up. Oh. I haven't done them yet. Well, I haven't explored. Then 12 to 3 have 4.5 Neil not try Pokemon Cryo I think. And second hull is Secret Scam Automation. 4.5 mil HP as well. Menacing HP. This is gonna be easy. but 12 to 2 seems really hard. Mavuka first half and Skirk second half. Damn, this drink looks good. Need to perma-freeze grandma or we cooked.
Finished. A new creation, custom made for you. This should help you fall asleep quickly and guarantee you peaceful dreams. It's called a slumbering rose.
At Icarus 9,
From
that
the
scary
colors to the
electro
choice of
goblet
glass,
which rolled over.
everything's been carefully crafted. You've turned it into a completely different drink. Based purely on appearance, it's exactly my style. Time to see how it tastes. Full marks. It's like savoring an exquisite dessert before taking a stroll along the shore of Cider Lake, with a gentle breeze caressing your skin, relaxed and at ease. I no longer feel drained of energy, but neither am I
Mavuka is live.
overstimulated. I'm actually starting to feel a little sleepy. As a bedtime drink, this is
Go
pure
cute.
perfection. So
Quick.
good, in fact, that I feel like writing an article to extol the virtues of this slumbering rose. I can use it as an opportunity to crown you the new maestro of mixology.
If you already have
Speaking
asked
of
for number,
lakeside strolls, why don't you join me next time there's a clear, warm day, when the sun is bright, but not too harsh? Any walk would be more relaxing with you to talk to along the way, cutie. Then, when we get back, you could fix me up another glass of slumbering rose. And I'll make just as sure to hold you to that. When the time comes, I won't accept any excuses.
lol. Dud. Fill the form.
Here's to a life where the drinks keep flowing and the Mora keeps rolling.
Dud. How do I show full roster?
Good afternoon, traveler. I didn't expect the honor of witnessing your harmonizing talents here in Mondstadt. Both, actually. A lady calling herself a mage asked me to come manage her flower shop. At about the same time, the Cat's Tail commissioned me to create a new fragrance for their establishment. Ending today's busy schedule with a drink crafted by you in person is truly a wonderful reward. I have faith in your choice.
Care to give this a try, Miss Emily?
Your artistry is truly a pleasure to watch. This tastes like a local variant of a Lumiduce Twilight. Am I right? The gentle and elegant taste, with its distinct layers combined with a hint of Mondstadt's characteristic scent, offers quite a welcoming flavor, all the while avoiding potentially discordant aromas. Though in reality, there's no need for you to be so conservative. I have quite a high tolerance for flavors that stray outside the boundaries of conventional wisdom. Your drink was nice, but it would be perfect if you could make one with a little more depth. A cocktail that shows off your unique understanding and enhances my impression of Mondstadt. If you need time to mull things over, perhaps you might find inspiration in a little light conversation? They're part of my reward from the flower shop owner. Important ingredients for making perfumes. Thanks to these, I was able to complete my commission for the cat's tail. I studied Mondstadt's Cecilia flowers many years ago. In fact, the fragrance of Cecilia in certain fields has become synonymous with Mondstadt itself. However, this is a special case. Some cats are quite averse to the scent of Cecilia, and we need to be particularly mindful of their preferences.
At Icarus 9 Abyss. And take some SS. Or go Hoyola. YouTube, at Axix3854, show me your strongest build. YouTube, at Axix3854, Vyang Audio.
Windwheel aster. The various parts of the windwheel aster plant can be ground into a powder to extract their essences. I then blended the scents from its petals and leaves. The result carries the intoxicating
YouTube, at
sweetness of
Genshin
mead,
Mobile 2P.
while
I
still
haven't
emphasizing
downloaded
the
Japanese
fresh
language.
notes contained within the flowers, stems, and leaves. I just took it for a little trial run at the cat's tail, and the cats seemed to really like it, while the clients themselves found it comforting
YouTube, at
and
Genshin Mobile
invigorating.
2P. You want me to
Extracting
show you my
exquisite
Mavuka.
fragrances from ordinary
YouTube,
overlooked
at
ingredients?
Axix3854.
That's what truly
Yeah.
brings me joy.
YouTube, at Axix3854. What's your idlemi FRNDU?
Oh, thank you for asking. It's been going well, though this trip to Mondstadt has presented some unexpected challenges. When I first got here, I was relying on a copy of An Overview of Aromatic Substances and the Human Senses to identify promising local ingredients from the Mondstadt region. To my surprise, my trial fragrance, which used Valberry as the primary note, proved far too sweet in the context of a tavern, relaxing people so much that they ended up feeling drowsy. The bartender with the beautiful ears, for instance, fell asleep right at the bar. Let's just say that sweetness isn't always a case of the more the merrier. Maintaining an appropriate balance is beneficial for both body and mind. Even in daily life, I rarely eat sweet food, and I try to avoid fruits like berries that have a high sugar content. In the end, I completely eliminated Valberry as an ingredient and turned instead to Windwheel Aster, with some success, I might add.
YouTube at Genshin Mobile 2P. You can see it in bottom right.
It really is. A while earlier, I watched a whole run of fair weather clouds float by, fluffy as pillows.
YouTube
not
at
overly
Genshin
humid
Mobile
either,
2P.
and the wind is gentle too.
8918612003.
In such conditions, one's sense of smell is heightened, but not to an excessive degree. When scents are blended well, they naturally combine with the ambient context, leaving particularly powerful impressions. It seems something similar is true for mixology. As long as you choose a base of appropriate strength, the various flavors will blend seamlessly together. When mixed properly, all the ingredients work as one to create a most wonderful symphony for your taste buds. Yes, that's it. Now I think about it, layering distinct flavors doesn't really suit my personal preferences. Usually, if it's before, there was an officer named Terena in the world besides, so I don't mind. Perhaps you possess.
YouTube at Hack63854. Can you fix my account?
Here you go. A new and improved Emily-inspired Lumidews Twilight.
YouTube at
I haven't come up with a name
Hack63854.
for
Is
it
there
yet.
any Discord group?
The colors are cooler
YouTube
and
at
more
Genshin
refreshing,
Mobile 2P.
and the
Yeah, join
fragrance is
Discord.
delightfully subtle to
YouTube
match.
at Genshin Mobile
Are these
2P.
bright
Discord.
specks on the surface the crushed petals and leaves of Windwheel Asters?
YouTube at Stream Elements. Join Discord channel to message me and talk to community. YouTube
I'm
at
sure it
Botrus.
must taste wonderful. Let me try. language of flowers. The windwheel aster represents the visible winds. Your cocktail not only captures their form, but also the fragrance they carry. Therefore, I suggest you call this drink Windborne Bouquet. The winds and clouds of Mondstadt swirl together in the glass, leaving behind enchanting traces of fragrance. Really? Oh, perhaps it's just a habit of my profession. I'm glad you like it. Now it's time to slowly savor this masterpiece. Thank you so much. This trip to Mondstadt has been so rewarding. This is the most memorable cocktail Once I get back to Fontaine, I will attempt to recreate this moment as both a fragrance and a perfume. Once I've perfected the recipes, I hope you'll do me the honor of being the first customer to experience these new products. Until then, I look forward to seeing you in the Court of Fontaine.
I've read almost every novel from Yai Publishing House. Pretty normal,
Check the
right?
DPS. Yeah.
Add a... Thank you for...
Don't stake. That's fake damage then. Stealing is bad. Well, it's Mavuka who is stealing. STFU. Well, I will subtract 2k DPS. That's the real damage. At Icarus 9 it's Mavuka Arts BTW. Brick again, GG. What? I will not tell. LOL.
Okay, let's take a walk.
I knew you'd miss me.
Damage will tell.
Let's go stretch our legs while the flavors are mingling.
Leave me alone. Never mind. Let's go.
Let's go stretch our legs, WTF.
Lightning, echoing song!
What is SK saying?
A dash of frosting! A burst of flavor! Get to work! Annihilate! Goose on the loose!
Suffer the wrath of Eastleigh!
Time to shine.
Strike a pose!
Pinnacle of excellence! A little amuse.
East Lolling! East Papa! Get!
Mine to wield.
Shower me with praise. Let the world come alive.
Goose on the loose! Off to the freezer! Get to work!
Mine to wield.
Yoo-hoo!
A burst of flavor! A little amuse boost!
You two! Time to end them! Show no mer-
Time to shine.
Strike a pop!
A dash of frosting! Goose on the loose!
78k DPS after stealing artifact. Yes, dog. 2 minutes done. Dud. Woot. Not even 80k DPS. With ESCO full premium. It's I do 80k if I don't lag. And you call 170k bad. At Icarus 9. Just pull Nefer, it's 100k DPS more. Lol. Rather than pulling sick. Zaibao.
Stop that! How dare you!
Also, you are not doing the 60 Primo event IDKY.
One moment.
LOL. At Lilmonix ___3 which one? I still got 2 events left to do. Check. Yeah, that. Not cry. Yeah, I'll do it.
Going into a trance is risky
Surely.
for most people.
By the way, you haven't completed that last year as well. Which one? Music lol. Let me finish making drinks, hee.
So you're looking after the drink stand now. If I'd known sooner, I would have stopped by this morning. I've got to say, I'm getting curious. I've heard a lot about your mixology skills. I wonder what kinds of drinks you can mix with the ingredients Glenfidia has prepared. I don't have much of a choice. It's just one thing after another right now. First off, the Knights of Favonia's annual combat assessment is coming up. And this year, the standards are higher than ever. As the captain of the reconnaissance company, I have to lead by example. At the very least, I need to rank as one of the top 3 captains in the practical portion. So, I've been intensifying my training lately.
2 hours lol.
Being a descendant of sinners means I have to work hard to maintain my position. I'll have you know I've never once neglected my duties. Anyway, on top of all that, my duel with Miss Clorand required a lot of focus and energy. Learning how to turn defense into attack and seize the initiative when facing a combined assault from sword and musket. Even now, I'm still chewing through the details. But in the end, the exchange went well, and both parties learned a great deal. Never mind writing reports from 6 different perspectives. I feel like there's enough worth mentioning to write 24 of the things. I sure could. Anything that'll perk me up would be welcome. I'll leave the details to you.
One twinkling starlight for Captain Eula. Hope you like it.
Judging by your confident tone, I'm certain I will. Well then, I'll make sure to savor this thoroughly. Huh, not bad. Sweet and tingly, with a delightful airiness. The fizzy water really brings it to life. I suddenly feel full of vim and vigor. But just one glass doesn't quite scratch the itch. How about something with a bit more bite? Don't hold back. You don't need to worry about putting me on the floor with nothing but a couple of drinks. Works for me. The first company hasn't assigned me any paperwork for tonight, so I'm free to catch up and try your new creations at my leisure. If you want to know what I've been eating recently, I'd better start by mentioning the logistics company's latest revolution. They launched a diet improvement initiative and started distributing a form of standardized canned food to knights operating in the wilderness. In the past, we only had dry rations. Every mealtime we had to set up pots and campfires, roll dice to choose a cook, and take turns standing guard. In all honesty, it was a bit of a hassle. Now we just need to bring our standard field rations, comprising of 5 cans and 9 paper packages. We can heat the cans by the campfire, and then we're ready to eat. You did say, sounds like, right? Our canned food supplier has quite the stellar reputation, and their regular meals are indeed quite good. The problem is, in order to meet preservation standards, they have to make their military-grade meals way too salty. The vice captain of the 5th Company, who has a somewhat dry sense of humor, went so far as to say, this food's bad enough to bring down the wrath of Li Yue's stove god. In any case, after eating it for a week, my taste buds have gone completely numb. You can hardly blame the logistics company. After all, it is hard to please everyone. Our feedback has already been submitted, and they should be working on fixing the issue. Of course, Having fresh meals prepared in camp by a dedicated company chef is still the best option. Yes, I have. For a while, the situation there was difficult. A gang of outlaw engineers was messing about with some sort of mechanism control technology, attempting to manipulate ruin graders so they could rob merchant caravans. To make matters worse, several veteran knights who had been stationed at Dorman Port were transferred to my squad, and they weren't happy to be taking orders from that Lawrence girl. Leading them on this mission was quite eventful. It took 3 weeks of stealth operations in the snow, with no fires to keep us warm, before we finally located the enemy's stronghold. Those veteran knights faced the bitter cold and were almost taken down by the enemy's smuggled battle mechs. Fortunately, the battle went our way, and they had no choice but to acknowledge my abilities. Me? I'm completely fine. But thank you for your concern. It was mentally tiring for sure, but fortunately, the operation wore them down far more than it did me. They won't be questioning my authority again anytime soon. If any new recruits try to make my life difficult, I'll just have my veterans give them a few friendly pointers. I guess you could call them a permanent solution, huh?
YouTube, at Genshin Mobile 2P, at Ax63854. Are you there?
That's right. The merchant I got it from called it Romaritime flower fruit extract. It has a very unique smell. Here, have a bottle. Oh, it's a necessary courtesy. In that book Miss Magistus lent me, The Blade Dancer, 20 Years On, it says, after a duel, a Fontanian swordsman will politely invite their defeated opponents to a banquet. To properly play host to Miss Clorand, I searched for quite some time to locate a rare goods merchant in Dorman Port who sold this juice. I had my doubts at first, too. But Amber said something that makes a lot of sense. She said that even if this custom doesn't really exist, following it still shows I've made an effort to understand Fontaine's cultural heritage. Besides, who doesn't like trying new things, right? When I gave it to her at our post-training banquet, Miss Clorand really did enjoy this juice. Oh my. To be honest, Miss Clorand's combat style comes from the mysterious Marechaussee hunters. In the library, there are some old Fontanian newspapers from hundreds of years ago that give some idea of how formidable an organization it was. A more recent newspaper claimed that Miss Clorand was an orphan from an underwater kingdom, and that before battle she would perform rituals inviting spirits to possess her sword. Certainly, from my own experiences, Miss Clorand's abilities more than match those descriptions. Incorporating elements of swordsmanship into a drink? Huh. Certainly a creative idea, I'll give you that. A commemorative cocktail at a time like this sounds nice, but how do you plan to express something like swordsmanship with a drink? That definitely matches the description I read in that book. That's right. You really know your stuff. I doubt there's anyone else in all of... There's no need to make it sound so fancy. It's just an aristocratic variant of Favonius bladework, with a bit of personal flair. Firewater. In recent years, firewaters gained popularity the world over, following in the wake of prosperous Snezhnayan merchants. These days, almost every tavern has a signature drink that uses it as a base. You really are good. Why don't we try replacing the fruit wine with firewater? As for the alcohol content, that's not a problem. Plenty of the expedition team may have drunk themselves senseless with firewater. But me, I'm full of confidence. Brilliant.
Here's your all-new Seafoam Sword Song, mixed to meet your personal preferences.
Oh my, what beautiful colors! And you even added my Romaritime flower fruit extract. The aroma is perfect, and I can smell the alcohol, but it doesn't stifle the fruity fragrance. Let's see how it tastes. Give me a moment to come up with the right words. I need to think carefully. I know it's unbecoming of a lady and but I'm sorry. This is just too good to be true. Can you mix me another? Ah. Oh, no, what was I going to say? I've completely lost my train of thought. Whatever. I feel fantastic. This cocktail... Oh, it's the best I've ever had. I think I'm gonna head home and get some sleep. Don't worry about me. This is the happiest tipsy I've been in years. I'm still far from being drunk. By the time I've written up those reports for my exchange with Miss Clarend, I'll have been on duty for 3 months straight. Jean, the acting grandmaster. Isn't it about time she gave me some time off? I won't be forgetting this injustice in a hurry. You mark my words.
Suspicion confirmed. While patrolling the area, I was sure I'd sensed a familiar presence, so I came over to take a look. And sure enough, here you are. If Miss Charlotte were to see you like this, I'm guessing she'd take 100 pictures and write up a report. Sword-wielding traveler's secret side hustle. Exclusive cocktails from Tevat's Explorer Extraordinaire. You'd make the front pages of every major newspaper, and there'd be crowds of Fontanian tourists flocking to your drink stand, causing gridlock on the streets of Mondstadt. Luckily for you, I turned down Miss Charlotte's request to accompany me here, so you're unlikely to be seeing any scenes like that. Let's quietly celebrate this moment of peace. And on that note, I'd like a caramel blaze. That look on your face tells me you have a lot of questions you want to ask. Calm and effortless. I'm shocked to learn you're a real pro at this sort of thing.
Your caramel blaze is ready. Try not to drink it all in one go.
Huh. It sure lives up to its name. The color reminds me of a raging fire, while that aroma, Really hits you head on. It's quite strong. I'm all right. I just need a little time to get used to it. As I recall, the last time I drank alcohol was at a wine tasting event that Navia invited me to last year. I only had a small sip of Sassica wine, and it was nowhere near as strong as this concoction of yours. From a pure but, when Miss Farina saw me off at the docks, she mentioned that Mondstadt is the land of wine and poetry. Since I'm here, I thought I should at least try the local specialties. In fact, Captain Eula, whom I sparred with earlier, has quite the refined taste for fine wine. She even gifted me a bottle of Romaritime flower fruit extract, which is no longer produced in Fontaine, and can now only be found overseas. Out of the utmost respect for her skills, I feel compelled to deepen my knowledge of Mondstadt's wines. I truly appreciate all the trouble you're going to. Indeed it is. The knights codenamed Hazelnut 3 and Hazelnut 5 gave me this crest. I must say, it's exquisite. They told me the design has only just been finalized. Apparently, it's only presented to important guests. They said they're making a badge for you, too, but it hasn't been finished yet. You're not wrong. I guess it's similar to how I can't remember the name of every clerk in the Palais Mermonia. But I'm certain you'll get to know them in time. They're clearly seasoned veterans. Even though they work desk jobs, they still turn up in full armor. After handling my affairs, they headed to the tavern for a gathering, saying they wanted to continue last night's duel and determine who had the highest alcohol tolerance. Drinking barrels of beer the night before, yet being able to work with clear minds the next day. Whew. So what you're saying is, while Mondstadters may seem carefree, They actually have an admirable ability to know their limits when it comes to drinking. I've seen a little. I took a stroll around the city the first day I got here. Navia's done some rather extensive research on this place. Many of the scenes and illustrations for the tabletop troupe were inspired by views of Mondstadt. However, the way she describes the atmosphere in her world building is quite different from the real Mondstadt. The deepest impression I've got since arriving here is one of swords and shields. Perhaps because I've mostly just visited the blacksmith and the training grounds. Recently, the newer weapons and armor produced in Mondstadt have been created using a completely different heat treatment process from those in Fontaine, with a higher carbon content in the surface layer. While this has slightly reduced their overall toughness, their impact resistance has greatly improved. These newer weapons give off a smell like overbrewed coffee. Perhaps it's because that scent gave me such a positive first impression. You see, Fontaine's signature metalwork is often coated with a protective agent that contains Marcotte. Over time, the faint fragrance becomes overly sweet. And for some reason, it makes my teeth feel funny. I don't imagine the scent of Mondstadt's swords and shields would cause the same level of irritation. Of course, there is a solution to this problem. The next time you find yourself in Fontaine, there's another protective agent I can recommend. One that's as neutral as water, without any excess fragrance. If you also dislike being bombarded with sweetness, this protective agent should suit you well. Huh? But once I return to Fontaine, perhaps I can let Sigewinne know that I'd be happy to purchase her latest perfume. I'm not sure I'd say that. On my way to Mondstadt, we happened to take the same boat. Naturally, we got to chatting. I've often heard Sigewinne praise her work. After conversing with her on the journey over, I must say, she is indeed a rare and refined individual. She's gentle and composed, yet keeps others at a distance. Perhaps it's due to her profession. I find this approach ideal. It allows one to maintain a lasting sense of inner peace. Oh, thank you, but there's really no need to set anything up. Our work rarely intersects, and our social circles hardly make for a Venn diagram, if you know what I mean. Best to just let things take their natural course. Since I eat a lot of meat, the slight acidity of the juice helps balance out the greasiness. Over time, I've grown accustomed to the sour taste. After the swordsmanship exchange, the Knights of Favonius rather kindly treated me to some traditional Mondstadt cuisine. I had 8 different meat dishes, and all of them were excellent. The portions were huge, and only the highest quality cuts were used. Everything was cooked to absolute perfection. Of course, there was still room for improvement. When catering to tourists, the sticky honey roast and pile 'em up might benefit from a slightly lighter sauce. I've certainly tried all the red meat dishes. I think I've had enough calories to sustain 3 days of vigorous work, so I've had to decline all subsequent dining invitations. To be honest, I can still taste the grease. There must be a way to cleanse my palate. Are you already based on my... So when the time comes, I think... All right, even if it's...
All right, this new creation is called Leisure Time Lightning, a cocktail made exclusively for champion duelists. Enjoy!
Have you added fruit wine? It tastes wonderful. This is ideal for me. There's a subtle saltiness that combines well with the tartness of the fruit and the sweetness of the caramel. Each sip balances delicately on the edge of perfection. The color of the wine also fits well with the name, and the lightning imagery contrasts with the fiery nature of the caramel glaze. But where does the leisure time part come in? I see. That certainly matches the impression this cocktail gives me. Its unique aroma and taste will hold a special place in my memories of Mondstadt. Do you think, if the chance were to present itself, you'd be interested in mixing drinks somewhere else? A cafe, for instance, or the Hotel de Boer? Mostly for Navia and Miss Farina's sake. Though obviously I'd be more than happy to try more of your masterpieces myself. I understand. I won't try to strong-arm you. In any case, I truly appreciate your hospitality. Thanks to you, whether I'm summarizing the key lessons from my exchange with Miss Eula, or discussing strategy with the Knights of Favonius, I'll be in my best condition.
YouTube at Sanjeev Kumar-D3U. YouTube at Genshin Mobile 2P. Hello. YouTube at Sanjeev Kumar-D3U. Do you have any tips? I just started Genshin 5 days ago. I'm currently at 12. YouTube at Genshin Mobile 2P. Tips is to use resin every day and enjoy the game, I guess.
Klee knows this must be the best drink stand in all of Teyvat. this stand isn't already the best?
YouTube
Well,
at
out of all the
sanjitkumar-d3u
drink stands
kk.
Clee's ever visited,
YouTube
Miss
at
Honorary
Genshin
Knights
Mobiles
is easily
2p.
the
Since
best.
you are new, if you need a team building
And
advice,
no
I can
matter
guide
what
you.
drinks Miss Honorary Knight makes, Clee will definitely think they're yummy. Oh, let me think. I know! I'll pretend to be Albedo! Whenever Albedo reviews Timaeus' work, his face goes super serious, and Clee can hear every word he says.
YouTube at Stream Elements. Join Discord community here.
Get ready for Clee's super amazing order! These past few days, I've been having such a blast with Mom all day long! It's been so much fun! Even being sent to solitary confinement couldn't wipe the smile off my face. So, Clee wants to order a fair weather frolic. Anything like a bright sunny day will definitely put Clee in a super duper mood. I wonder what it'll taste like.
Your fair weather frolic is here. Go on, give it a try.
Wow! So, a fair weather frolic is this color? Purple sky. Is it supposed to be a bright, shiny night? Clee will take a sip first. Then you can think about it more carefully. Ah, finished! Yummy! Both sweet and sour. If Clee drank this while eating grilled fish, I could definitely gobble down 2, or 3, or 4, or even 5! But one drink isn't enough. Clee wants wants to try a drink that tastes like cake. Klee doesn't know what drink to choose. Why don't we decide together, Miss Honorary Knight? This stuff? Mom taught me how to make it using the alchemy bench. A dash of sugar, then a lot more sugar, then some flowers from Mom's friend in Fontaine, star honey from Auntie Barbie, and finally, some magical jam from Auntie Tavia. Put everything together on the alchemy table, wish for the shape you want, then recite Mom's incantation, and poof! Totoko-shaped candy! Klee can give you some Dodoko candy too if you want. And if you really like them, I can even teach you my mom's incantation. That way, you could make your own candy whenever you want. If you get stuck, remember to come ask Klee. When it comes to magical candy, I'm an expert. Yeah, when Klee gets back home, I'm gonna eat some salted nuts while reading my book. Klee used to eat cake after dinner, but Master Jean said it's too sugary, and it's not good to eat sugary things before bed. Apparently, it makes you chubby and gives you toothaches. So, Mom got some advice from Auntie Barbie, and now she gives me nuts instead. She says they help my brain remember things better. Nuts don't have much flavor. It's like chewing on grass, but they're okay if you add a little salt.
YouTube at A Little Life. Hoi, Shelterin.
Yeah, Mom gave me an amazing book
YouTube
recently.
at
She
Genshin
said I
Mobile
have to
2P.
read one
Hoi.
chapter every night, learn something useful, and then go to bed early. That book taught Klee how to make something called propellant. Now Jumping Dumpty can go
YouTube
and
at
bounce
Genshin
even
Mobile
higher.
2P. At A Little Live you stream as well.
It's not hard at all. In fact, it's a lot like making bombs. You just have to be careful when trimming it
YouTube
down.
at A Little
It's
Live.
like
How's it
sharpening
going?
a pencil that could suddenly go boom. Bedtime's an important part of Klee's schedule, too. Mom sits by my side and tells me all kinds of wonderful stories. She has a lamp
YouTube at A
made of
Little Live.
gemstones,
Yeah.
and when she turns it on, it goes kapling and lights up the ceiling. Yeah, when something happens in the story,
YouTube
the
at
lights on
Genshin
the
Mobile
ceiling
2P.
make pretty
Boba streamer
pictures.
I see. Welcome I
Sometimes
sub
Mom
you.
falls asleep before the story ends, so Klee has to tuck her in instead. As soon as Klee learns how to use the lamp, I can come tell you stories, Miss Honorary Knight. Klee has memorized so many wonderful stories, enough to make everyone happy every day. Three square meals? Klee often eats 5 meals a day, sometimes even 7.
YouTube at A Little Live. Boy, I appreciated that takeout.
Adventuring takes a lot of energy, and if I eat too much at once, I can't run so well. So, it's better to eat lots of smaller meals. Albedo used to prepare all Klee's meals, and
YouTube
my
at
lunchbox was
Genshin
always
Mobile
arranged
2P.
so
I am
neatly,
just doing
just
events
like a
now.
pretty
Feel free to
painting.
ask for any help if you want.
When Albedo's busy at Dragonspine, Klee goes to eat with the other Knights of Favonius. Kaya's camp is usually the neatest, while Amber sometimes camps in the trees. It's so much fun. Oh, and Auntie Hertha makes the best food. When my mom comes back, there'll be even
YouTube
more
at
yummy
a little
food to
live.
eat.
Okay.
There's this one dish where she takes loads of different fish and makes them into little pudding cubes. It's called rainbow fish jelly. Her Chococo Crunchy slices are fantastic too. It's her newest creation made with chocolate and cookies. They're a little bitter, but they're crunchy. They smell scrumptious and they have a really sweet aftertaste. Whenever I eat them, I feel so full of energy. Next time, Klee will have to bring some for you to try. Oh yeah, Klee still wants to eat sweet things, like cake, for example. Maybe we could just go easy on the Oh, right! That friend of Mom's who's always wearing glasses gave her a big bag of Fontanian Buell fruit. They're so round and rolly. Klee ate a whole bunch of those, and they were super sweet. But Master Jean said it was okay, because sweet fruit isn't the same as sweet sugar. So if Klee really has to eat nuts, maybe I can just soak them in some fruit juice first?
YouTube at a little live. By the way, why don't you open your mic? YouTube at a little live. Are you kinda introvert or something?
Yeah, that was quick. Klee's looking forward to finding out how tasty your next concoction is.
YouTube at Genshin Mobile 2P, cause there is noise here. YouTube at a little live. Oh. YouTube at Genshin Mobile 2P. All you will hear is fan noise. That is keeping my phone cool. YouTube at a little live. Oh, understandable.
Ta-da! It's done! I just know you're gonna love this new creation.
Wow! There's Dodoko candy on top! There's so much orange in this cup, and Dodoko looks like he's lying on top of white fluffy clouds. And the weather inside looks much better, too. Has to drink slowly.
YouTube,
I can't
Extreme
just gulp
Elements.
it down,
Join
or
Discord
I'll
community
miss all
here.
the yummy flavor. Miss Honorary Knight, this is amazing. It's like you mixed sunshine with juice. Klee was so tired from playing, but now I feel refreshed and warm and peaceful. Oh. You're the best, Miss Honorary Knight. Really? Let me think. When the weather's nice and Dodoko's happy, Dodoko will want to sing, right? And when Dodoko sings, Klee wants to sing too. So, let's call it Dodoko's Duet. Thank you! And thanks for making such a yummy drink for Klee. Klee's gonna go tell Mom that the best drink in Mondstadt right now is Dodoko's Duet. Klee's gonna write down Mom's incantation and give you a copy, Miss Honorary Knight. Then you should learn magic too, so you can make all the candies you want. See you next time!
So Hertha's even roped our honorary knight into helping with this little venture. Now that I'm finally free to relax, it's time to start doing just that. Can't wait to see your skills in action. Give me something that goes well with casual conversation, but still packs a punch. Of course they don't clash. A drink that packs a punch means you have to drink it slowly. And if you want to chat, then it has to go down smooth. So, something with a sweet aftertaste. A conversational connoisseur requires the perfect balance. The most suitable choice on this menu would be the Thorny Lake. It's a drink with a real kick that you can find in almost every bar. It's not enough to know the recipe, though. The key is in the mixing. Some bartenders choose to stick to the tried and tested basics, while others like to add their own personal flair. That's the spirit. Now, show me what you've got.
Grandmaster, I hereby present you with this.
Well, the color and aroma are certainly on point. But as for the balance of flavors, I'll just have to taste it. Not bad. You haven't overdone or skimped on any single ingredient. Though, unfortunately, it's a little too, perhaps I should have said modest. You followed the formula to a T, but if anything, you've played it a little too safe. Were you worried that deviating just a little might disappoint me? Hey, we fought side by side and dealt with things that even gods were loath to meddle with. Ours is a friendship. That said, if you ask me, you can ditch the nerves and work your mixologist magic. Mull it over, there's no rush. We can chat while you think. Who knows? You might just find some inspiration to mix in with your Speaking of this garden, it brings back memories of something that happened many years when I was young. I like to find ruined guards to test my fighting skills, both armed and unarmed. Once, as punishment, I had to run 50 laps. Indeed, he took 2 bottles of... It was so hot that day, I could swear I was about to pass out. On a whim, after Crepus, his customers loved it. Several summers passed, and Crepus kept writing letters about giving me a share of the profits, as though I could possibly accept. Yes, Faru, he's a stubborn one. D-Luke, who replaced him, and then Kaya, who took over later, both performed in... When I get the chance... Well, let me think. Sometime. In this regard, too, you've taken quite a tentative approach. What? It's a treasure I heard that while the expedition was underway, you were a great help in giving those left behind the Sometimes, I look through the photos I've been given from those events. Though unfortunately, there aren't enough to include everybody. My conclusion is that Mondstadt needs to do more to popularize the camera. Pretty awesome, huh? It's like a hammerhead that you can fill with... It was a gift. They've been waiting to have a good drink with me. I'm the Grand... So it's only fair to my subordinates that I drink a teensy bit more per round. Wouldn't you agree? Of course, some of them take Hazelnut 3 and Hazelnut 5, for example. Both were skilled. At today's after-work cooldown, they insisted on trying to keep pace. I've already told Jean that I won't be approving their leave... For example, we could go all in on this drink stand. If I were to actually, while in Nodcry, exactly. As expedition members return, just like Firewater and Smedina, these Nodcry delicacies have made their young people need to learn restraint. At the end of the day, no one should be biting off more than, unless it's someone near my level, they shouldn't even be. Huh? Oh, whatever you're about to do, I've got a feeling
go, Grandmaster. A cocktail just for you. I guarantee you won't find this one too polite.
Such a spirited drink. How did you make this? What a burning scent of firewater. Oh, it's as if the very air were about to ignite. This is more like it. Perfection. It's clear that once you let go of your inhibitions, your talents really shine through. That first hint of mint is like a cooling feint that masks the firewater underneath. By the time the sweetness dissipates, the firewater is already slipped in behind your guard, ready to deliver a powerful strike of intense flavor. Oh, it's exactly the impact I was hoping for. That's the most ingenious part. Firewater's greatest flaw is a lack of aftertaste, but the Smetana perfectly maintains the flavor at the peak. It's hard to imagine something this good was created by a mixologist who doesn't even drink firewater. I think it has the potential to become a firm favorite in Mondstadt and Nodcry. Iron Wolf. Oh, perfect. It's elegant, yet wild. Only you could come up with such a fitting name. Oh, I have an idea. Why don't we name our Knights of Favonius' drink stand after you? Let's call it the Honorary Knights Cocktail Shack. No time to waste. I'll go have a word with Glenfiddia right
Hey there, Traveler! All wrapped up for the day? Paimon hears you did a great job holding down the fort while she was out delivering drinks with Glenfiddia.
Whatever the reason, the Honorary Knight is clearly one of the most talented mixologists in Mondstadt. Considering how short a time she's been doing this, I believe that someday she has the potential to give the legendary bartender at the Cat's Tail a run for her money.
I fully support your decision, Grandmaster. The Honorary Knight has really put in the hard yards. The drink stand will remain open for a little while longer to provide a proper welcome to our returning expedition members. Then, once we locate suitable premises, we also plan to look at operating a permanent service.
Hooray! Everyone in the night...
Nothing short of what I'd expect from a true disciple of Hertha.
Also, if I may, Honorary Knight, regarding the special cocktails you've developed, would you mind leaving the recipes with us? We'd like to add them to the official menu.
Paimon feels like there's something you still want to say. Let Paimon have a guess. Based on your personality, you probably want to introduce the origin. That way, customers will know who inspired you to create these amazing drinks.
No problem at all. If you need, I can even have someone draft the paperwork on your behalf to secure you the rights to these new recipes.
I hope when we recruit some new bartenders, even if they can't quite...
I've read almost every novel from Yai Publishing House. Pretty normal, right?
Then, time to end. YouTube at Genshin Mobiles 2P. Thanks for.
Going into a trance is risky for most people, so don't get any ideas.